Hello YouTube, this is a review of Silence by Blindside, which is an awesome and epic album I highly recommend all of you guys check out. This album was released in 2002, back on August 20th, via Elektra Records, the same record label that Metallica released their albums Master of Puppets and Justice for All, Load and Reload. It's kind of cool. I didn't even know that Metallica released their 4 albums through Elektra Records too, along with Blindside's album Silence. But let's get on to the review. The album starts out with a track entitled Caught a Glimpse. A track that starts out with the clean guitars before the drums and the guitar start. And Christian's vocals, they're a mixture of these awesome screams that kind of remind me of The Used. And if you like The Used older music, songs such as Taste of Ink and Buried Myself Alive, you're going to like Blindside's album Silence. Because the singer's vocals remind me of The Used a lot. So, the second song after Caught a Glimpse is Pitiful. This is a song that was off of, I believe, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater compilation that was released, I have to say, back in 2003. I researched it and looked it up, and there's a bunch of cool bands on there. But Pitiful was on there, along with a song by Social Bird and a song by the All American Rejects. It's pretty cool. But Pitiful was the first song I heard by Blindside, and that was the first single that came off of Silence. The third track, Sleepwalking, is the second single off of Silence. And Caught a Glimpse, which is playing right now, that song was actually the third single after Sleepwalking. And Sleepwalking's really good. It's really slow. It starts out with Christian's screaming a little bit, and then his clean vocals start. And it's just an amazing track. I highly recommend Sleepwalking. Keyboarding Love, number 4. This is an awesome track that I highly recommend all of you check out. This song should have been a single besides Sleepwalking, Pitiful, and Caught a Glimpse. 'Cause the track Keyboard Love, it's a good track to check out. The Endings is a weird track. It's not weird. It starts out with the time signatures, which are off a little bit, but then the chorus kind of picks back up again. So it's a good song. I highly recommend. Number 6, You Can Hide It. An amazing track. It starts out with Christian's clean vocals. And before I mention anything else about this track, the 4th and 5th track, both of them, they start out with clean vocals too. So You Can Hide It is just a phenomenal tune. And whatever you're doing, whether it's if you're working out, this is a good album to put on. This album will make time fly by fast, since it clocks in around 47 minutes or so. The 7th track, Thought Like Flames. It's really slow. It starts out with this nice clean guitar effect during the verses, and it's like that towards the very end of the song once the choruses are done. So it starts out with the clean guitars, like I mentioned, and clean vocals from Christian. This is an amazing tune. The 8th song, Time Will Change Your Heart. It's really fast. Kind of reminds me a lot of the older stuff by The Used. It's really fast. It starts out with Christian screaming, and then the clean vocals kick in at the choruses, and it's just an epic track to listen to, start to finish. And the ninth song, Painting, this is my absolutely favorite track off of Silence. It starts out with this nice cool guitar riff, and then during the verses you hear this nice clean guitar setting and Christian's clean vocals. Midnight, my second favorite song off of Silence. This should have been a single off of the album. This is just an epic track to listen to. It's really dark. It starts out with this nice palm muting technique during the verses of the song, and during the choruses the guitars go into this nice clean tremolo effect. It's just amazing. Highly recommend it. And After Midnight is a track that I absolutely enjoy. It is just epic, and it is entitled Coming Back to Life. Just an awesome song that starts out clean vocals. It's good. I don't know how else to describe track 11, but Coming Back to Life is just, it's intense. It's sweetness. She Shut Your Eyes, number 12. This is a good track too. All the songs off of Silence are good. Highly recommend you check them out. They're phenomenal. She Shut Your Eyes it's very dark. It reminds me a lot of the tracks Midnight and Sleepwalking and Pitiful. And close out the album, Silence, the title track, starts out with this nice, weird, creepy noise that fades in, and then Christian's soft vocals kick in. His clean vocals along with the acoustic guitar, which are both in this nice high-pass filter effect. And there's no bass guitars or drums added to this song. It's really slow. Silence. It's very dark, and this is a track to listen to when you're laying down and you just have a really bad day. Silence is a track that will cheer you up. It's really soft and it's something to put on if you're not in the mood to listen to fast, angry music. Now, Christian Lindskog is the vocalist, does vocals on this album. And I'm gonna go over who else does what on the album. Simon Granite does the lead guitars, and he does backup vocals. Tomas Naslund does the bass guitar, and Marcus Dahlstrom does the drums. So, now what do I think of Silence by Blindside? This is a 10 out of 10 for me. One of the best albums in Blindside's discography, besides their 2004 release About a Burning Fire and The Great Depression, which was released in 2005. And I heard a few tracks off of their self-title. Let me tell you, I watched the interview that they released in 2004, and the band mentioned that one of their biggest influences was Nirvana. So if you like Nirvana's album Nevermind, you're gonna like Blindside's very first album, their self-titled, that came out in 1997, because it's It's really grungy, and the album was also reissued in 2005, so an amazing album. I highly recommend you check out. Along with Shivering Hearts We Wait, which was released in 2011. Hopefully Blindside's new album, if it ever comes out, if they ever come out with a new album anytime soon, hopefully it goes back to the roots of silence. If it does, that would be sweetness. Thank you for tuning in to my review of Silence by Blindside. Stick around for more reviews to come in the future, even though this is my first review. And let me know in the comments if I made any mistakes, and hopefully I'll improve next time when I do feature album reviews. This channel is all about random stuff that I'll upload. If you saw videos that I uploaded the other day, I bought a 7-string ESP LTD M17 guitar about a month and a half ago, so I decided to upload a bunch of guitar videos along with a video entitled Casio WK6500 Keyboard Overview, which is a 76 arranger keyboard that has 76 keys, 32 channel mixer, 670 tones, 16 track sequencer, and over 100 effects. Awesome keyboard. I uploaded a video today on how to create a heavy metal song and use the 16 track sequencer on the keyboard. So more videos of the keyboard and guitar will be uploaded very soon once I make them. Back to the future album reviews. This must be the first review of a Blindside album to go out to YouTube, because I researched reviews of Silence on YouTube and I found nothing, just songs by the band and live footage. So I'm the only one that uploads a review of this album. Sweet. Hopefully other people will upload a review of Silence. That'd be epicness and sweetness. Next album we're going to discuss, June 2nd, which is in about a week and a half. Back on that day in 2009, one of my favorite bands that I can listen to a billion times and never get sick of. I can listen to them every once in a while. Dirt Fed. If you never heard these guys, they're from Lincoln, Nebraska. And they really don't consider themselves as like metalcore or anything. It's kind of like we call our sound whatever genre of metal. Their album, The American Nightmare, was released back on June 2nd, 2009, and I'm going to be reviewing that album on June 2nd, which will mark the 6th anniversary of it. So, and the cool thing about The American Nightmare was it was produced by no other than Clown from Slipknot, which is pretty awesome. And Dirt Fed, they mentioned that they were going to release an EP in 2013 and nothing. So hopefully they release an album or an EP sometime this year. So looking forward to it. New Dirt Fed album. But E1 Music was the one that released The American Nightmare, and that was the only album that the label could release. So the band's back to their independent roots when it comes to music. So hopefully they get signed to a record label, famous record label such as Roadrunner or Metal Blade. So that'd be cool. And The American Nightmare was recorded in Lincoln, Nebraska. So very, very intense album. If you like albums, or if you like listening to music and drinking beers and hanging out with buddies and going crazy and going after women and stuff, you're going to like The American Nightmare. Awesome album. And that might be the first one to review on YouTube. Hopefully other people will review it too. So stick around for a review on Dirt Fed's 2009 release, The American Nightmare, which will be reviewed on June 2nd, 2015, which is in about a week and a half. But thank you for tuning into this epic review of Blindside's album Silence. Keep on rambling, but it's all good. Like I mentioned, all credits go to the band. If you hear music in the background, I'm not infringing on the band's rights or anything. A lot of people upload music on YouTube, and even though the music is really like at low volume, especially if it's at like a volume where you're studying or doing homework, you know, YouTube goes after people and they'll delete their channels and all that crazy stuff. So, like I mentioned, all credits go to the band. So if you hear music in the background, it's because I like to listen to music when doing reviews, so I know what I'm doing. I concentrate. So, thank you for tuning in to Silence by Blindside, the review. Stick around for more guitar videos coming soon, along with keyboard reviews, and an album review for The American Nightmare by Dirtfed. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.
Viewfinder, stop recording video.